Good morning from Bharatnagar, Nepal. This is Dr. John Bennett of Neurosurgical TV, introducing another episode, another webcast of the Patient's Brain Trauma Recovery Network with Shannon from sunny Wichita, Kansas. Well, actually, dark Wichita, Kansas. Hello, Shannon. Good morning. Well, good night.
I'm just great, and I'm so happy to be here and to let everyone know that brain trauma, you can recover from that.
Okay, Shannon, could you explain who you are for the people that are just tuning in for the first time? Just explain who you are and how you got to do this.
All right, great. Okay, my name is Shannon Marie Hilbert, and I'm from Wichita, Kansas. I live in Andover now, Andover, Kansas. And when I was 15 years old, I was a sophomore in high school. I had I was in a car with some friends, and an accident happened, and I was stuck in the back seat. The jaws of life had to get me out, I guess. I don't know. I wasn't awake, but from November 17th, 1984, until, well, I was in a coma for 6 weeks, and then I got transferred in January of 1985 to a rehabilitation hospital. And that was really great. But I thought I was in a foreign country. I thought I was being held prisoner, and that was real scary. I have a story to tell. I'm going to write a book, but in the meantime, in 85, the fall of 85, well, I learned to walk again and talk and function all over again. I had physical therapy, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. And my goodness, the work that the rehabilitation therapist put in making a patient better and recovery. The neurosurgeons, they do the operation. They elevate the bones in the brain, or they if you have a tumor, or they remove tumors, and it was a real learning experience for me. People say, well, I'm so glad that you came out like you did, on recovery and all that. And, if the accident hadn't happened, I don't know where I would be. I think it was I think it was a message from God to have me experience this and have me teach people, the ways after recovery and all that, and an optimistic attitude. The song that I love, I was looking it up on the internet today. It's accentuate the positive, and that's you have to be positive in your life. So, in order to succeed. But other than that, I got a hold of, I met John through another friend that has a brain injury as well. And he asked us if we wanted to do a hangout. And I said, well, yeah, that was like last year, 2016 of July. But now, I've got my own channel on brain injury on the neurological TV uh, network, and it is the brain injury survivor webpage. Isn't that right, John? Is
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I can't think of I lost my title thing, but anyway, I also have a radio show um, that is on Brain Injury Radio on Facebook, and it's braininjuryradio.com, or you can check it out on TBI Network on Facebook. And we have a different show, a new show every night of the week for like 2 hours, and it is real special. I've been doing it for 3 years, and my show is called Be Positive with Shannon Marie, and I will leave a link to that in my brain injury survivor page on neurological TV, neurosurgical TV. Okay, but anyway, today I'm going to talk about the basal ganglia functions. And I last week I covered up on being happy. On it's part of a book, and I have they are cards that they're part of a book, but you can buy the note cards. I got them right here. Change your brain, change your life, and these cards are by Dr. Daniel G. Amen, and they can be used for a person who has had a brain injury, or a person who's had a stroke, or just a person who wants to learn about the brain and how to more effectively manage it. And so last week we were talking about being happy. And this week we're going to talk about the basal ganglia functions. That's part of the brain. Okay, the basal ganglia are involved in integrating feelings, thoughts, and movement, along with helping to shift and smooth motor behavior. So, and Dr. Amen said that in his clinic, he has noticed that basal ganglia are involved with setting the body's idle speed or anxiety level. In addition, they help to moderate motivation and are likely involved with feelings of pleasure and ecstasy. When the basal ganglia are overactive, as was seen in the case of people with anxiety tendencies or disorders, people are likely to be overwhelmed by stressful situations and have a tendency to freeze up and become immobile with their thoughts and actions. And that's one of the things that I have experienced in people with traumatic brain injuries, either traumatic brain injury or mild brain injury, they do experience these even after recoveries. My accident was 32 years ago, and I'm still having these. Okay, apprehension, and sometimes I forget some words, and that's embarrassing. But I know the words. It's aphasia, and many TBI survivors experience that. Um, okay. When their basal ganglia are underactive, as we have seen in people who have attention deficit disorder, often a stressful situation involves stressful situation moves them to action. People with ADD are frequently the first ones on the scene of an accident, and they respond to successful situations without fear. That the basal ganglia, it is part of the brain. Okay, you can see.
Can you hold that a little closer, Shannon? We couldn't see it.
Yeah.
And then keep it, yeah, real close. A little bit, maybe to the right. No, the other way. Okay.
In the brain, yeah. The
Okay.
basal ganglia. That you can have. It integrates feelings and emotions. It shifts and smooths fine motor behaviors that you have. And it also suppresses unwanted motor behaviors.
Mm-hmm.
And it sets the body's idle speed or anxiety level. It influences motivation. So if your injury, I know of a friend from my support group in Wichita, the brain injury support group, who got injured in that basal ganglia, and he does notice it does bother him, and the basal ganglia mediates pleasure and ecstasy. Okay, problems with the basal ganglia, you can be anxious, anxiety, and nervousness. You can have panic attacks, physical sensations of anxiety, a tendency to predict the worst. That's shoulda, coulda, woulda, if, though you don't want to, you want to erase those from your vocabulary. Okay, you're in the moment. You're in the moment now. You don't want to say if I had gotten into the accident. Well, you did, so you got to live with that, and you can live successfully with that. Okay. Tendency to predict the worst. I said that. Okay. Conflict avoidance and Tourette's syndrome, and you can have a tic. Something you do over and over and over. You can have muscle tension and soreness. You can have tremors, and it can affect your fine motor problems. And you can also have headaches, and you can have low excessive motivation. You just got to look on the bright side. And I know that's very difficult for a lot of people to hear, when you've experienced something that kind of takes your world away. But it's going to get better. It just takes time. It just takes time. I also.
Yeah, and I'm glad you've got, like you always say about how to write things down. I'm glad you've written things down there.
Oh yes, yes.
So you can follow, your talk.
Yeah. And I got this in. I printed this off December of 2005, and it's called Understanding How the Brain Works. And the address is www.tbiguide. So it's tbiguide.com
Okay.
/
Can you write that in your Facebook account, please?
Yeah,
So
I sure.
I can go to the webpage and show the viewers.
Yeah, I sure can.
Yeah, just type it into your Facebook right now,
Okay,
and we'll
okay.
someday we'll have a musician to play during the breaks, but
Yeah.
we don't
Okay.
have one yet. So
Yeah.
just write that in your Facebook to me, and I'll put it.
Yeah.
I'll show the viewers, because I know you spend a lot of time on the internet, and you can type pretty good.
Yeah.
Because of I get all your tweets.
Oh, good. Oh gosh. tbiguide.com. Okay. And this is wonderful. We have the Brain Injury Alliance, and that is an association that's in America. And we also have the Brain Injury Association, and that's I can type those too for you to do that, for you to put them in.
I haven't got it yet. Have you sent it?
Yeah, no, I haven't sent it yet. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then also there's the International Brain Injury Association.
Can you type that in now, please, Shannon?
Yeah, I sure am. I'm doing that. Okay. How
I can see you at your keyboard. I can see the little dots dancing.
Okay, yeah. Oh gosh. And it corrects my printer thinks I'm spelling wrong, and it corrects and that's wrong. Okay. I'm sending it to you now, okay?
Okay.
Oh.
Page not found.
Yeah.
Page not found.
Okay,
just take it slow and go over the address again.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, okay. Well, all right, so I'm gonna go.
Yeah, go over that address again.
Okay. HTTP:// www tbi guide.com. Okay. There we go.
Okay.
And
just give me a second.
That
as the music plays in the background.
Pardon?
As the music plays in the background.
Oh well.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
I'm watching Fox.
I've got that. Okay. Let me get that. Punch that up.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna do what they call screen sharing
Oh, good. Yeah.
to show you the actual guide. And I don't know, maybe we can take this opportunity, Shannon, to go through this website. You probably know it
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good, right?
Yeah. And John, I've got a lot of sites that are very beneficial.
Okay, well, I guess, well, do you
Okay.
plan,
Yeah,
do you
John.
plan, I hate to interrupt your talk. Did you plan on talking about some more stuff first, or?
Oh, well, no, I want to do, okay, John, click on table of contents.
Click on, I'm sorry,
Table of contents, it's in the first paragraph.
website?
No, table of contents, it's in the first paragraph at the
Oh,
end.
okay. Table of contents, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, okay. I had trauma with music. That's why I can't hear that good. Okay,
Oh,
okay, here we go, table of contents. Let me go to there. Okay, list of contents, here we are. You see it?
yeah, yeah.
Okay, you want to quickly go over that?
Well, yeah, okay. This is common indicators of, okay, common
Common
indicators
indicators.
of a head
Okay,
injury.
let me make that a little better. Maybe you can't see it
Okay.
too good.
Okay, yeah. All right,
Okay.
great. Yeah, print these out, John. I want you to go over them and see, the word finding problems. That's aphasia, you know.
Okay.
You
Read
can
this.
download the book. You see that at the bottom of the page?
Okay.
Download the book.
Download the book. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a free download.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's a pretty good
Yeah.
resource.
That's a clinical neuropsychologist. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
the viewers watching can see that you can download this book of traumatic brain injury survival guide. That's an excellent resource.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I guess, did you use this resource when you were in recovery?
No, the internet.
Oh, okay, that's okay. I'm sure you had a lot of things going on.
No, the internet hadn't been invented then, John.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's so funny.
Well, Shannon, this Glenn Johnson, he might be a good guest in the future.
Yes, yeah.
I could reach out to him, but we'll talk about that after the show.
Okay.
Okay, where do you want to go next, Shannon?
Well, and so that is one source, okay?
Okay, so you want me to get off this and go on to your, okay, let's go back to your talk. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, I want to go to another page, okay? Okay. All right. I want you to go to www. Okay, I'll type it. Okay.
Okay, can you type it in, please? Yeah, that's a lot easier. You have brain injury, I have ear injury.
Oh, gosh. Well, see, I also have a hearing problem. My right ear, the hearing, the injury in my brain affected my hearing in my right ear. So.
Okay. I imagine that's a common problem in brain injury patients. They have multiple injuries. It's not strictly strictly to the brain.
Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me. Oh gosh. Okay. Oh. All right. Never mind. Hmm. Well, the BIA.org is the Brick Industry Association. So that's wrong.
Okay.
John, that's wrong.
Okay.
That's the Brick Industry Association. We can feel like we got hit in the head with a brick, but it's not this association. Okay. All right. Okay. No, that wouldn't right.
Okay, I got the link there.
No, well, it didn't right.
Oh, it's not right? Okay.
No.
Well, don't worry about it. You can go on to something else.
Yeah, well, I want to get. Okay. Hold on a minute. Let me see.
Okay.
Okay, I've got it. The you know how the military, the Brain Injury Association. Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm going to show you this.
Okay, brain injury. I can't read it. Brain injury. The Wi-Fi stopped. You there, Shannon? Hello, can you hear Shannon? Okay, well, I'll continue on. And I'm going to screen share the link that Shannon just gave me. And I'll just briefly go through it. This is from the Brain Injury Association of America. It looks like a pretty authoritative website. Okay, and it basically goes over what Shannon was talking about, how it's misunderstood, misdiagnosed, and they have organizations in every state. So, little technical problems on both our ends, actually, because we both have Wi-Fi connections. So I'm going to wrap it up for this week, and please stay tuned and come in next week. Thank you.